Good Monday morning, everyone. So I don't know if this is going to be a routine. I really don't like leaving this late, but it is 6. Gosh, I don't see the clock because my rear view thing is on, so it will help me back up out of my driveway. So it's 6 something and I am on my way to work. Again, I'm leaving later this Monday than I like to leave, but it's all right. I slept in a little bit because I got home late yesterday because I went to Taylor to see Katie's performance. And so let me just start with the beginning of the day. So I woke up and nobody was up yet until about 11 o'clock. So from 5 to 11 I had by myself, which was very nice. I got to do my devotionals, I got to read, I got to watch some YouTube. What else did I do? That may have been it. And it was Mother's Day yesterday. So then Alex gets up and he comes downstairs and he has a box of chocolates and a new mug for me, which was very sweet. Coffee and chocolates, man. The kid knows me. And then Dennis wakes up and he comes downstairs and he wishes me a happy Mother's Day. And he said that he was hoping to take me to a movie and a dinner. And I said, well, honey, we have the performance with Katie. And he didn't realize it was going to be as late as it was. He doesn't think about things like that. So I said, yeah, I probably won't be home until, the performance goes until 7, so I probably won't be home until at least 8, maybe not 9. And, I'm like, you're welcome to come with me if you want. Alex is welcome to come with me. Alex has a big test today. Alex really wanted to come, but I told him his priority needed to be his test. So if he needed to, and I get it. I wasn't sure what time I would be home, and I was leaving at 2, and it was going to be a long day. And with a big test today, it just didn't work out for him. Now, Dennis was going to come. He was fine with it, but then he had been at a race on Saturday, and he was gone all day, and so he didn't get to do a lot of the weekend stuff, like the lawn and all of that. So he was like, if you don't care, I'm just gonna stay here. And I don't really care, honestly. Sometimes it's nice just for it to be me and Katie. Of course it would be nice with him too, but it was fine. I did not have any problem with it, and I wasn't upset about it, and neither was Katie. She was fine. I told her. So she called me actually and said that they changed the practice time from 5 to 2 so that they would have a little longer period between practice and performance for parents and stuff, so that if we were coming we could spend a little more time with them. So she said, instead of coming and being here at 3, if you could be here at 4, that would be great. So I said, sure, that's not a problem. So that meant that I needed to leave my house at 3. So I told Dennis about it, and he was like, well, let's go get massages. So we did, and it was fabulous. We went to a place that we hadn't been before. My back still kind of hurts a little bit, like if I push against the chair in the back. Oh my goodness, I can feel like along my spine where she really got to me. And it was a weird massage, and the fact that I had to be naked. I've never done that before. That was, so she tells me to get undressed, and I said, okay. And I said, just my shirt, because usually that's what it is at the massage that I go to. Actually, you don't even have to take your shirt off at the massage place that I usually go to, but you can. And so I left my bra on and I left my pants on. So she comes in and she's like, and she told me to lay down on this bed thing, so I do, on my belly. And she's like, she comes in and she's like, oh, and so she said, she pulled on my bra strap and said that she needed to take that off. And I was like, oh, okay. So I unhooked it and took it out of my arms, and I left it on my stomach, and she started pulling it so it would be off from underneath me. I was like, oh wow. So I lifted up and let her take it, and then she said that the oil that they use and she is from a different country, so I can't really, and she has a very thick accent and I can't really understand her, but she was saying that the oil that they use will get on it and it could ruin it. And so then she said, so you might want to take off your pants too. And I was like, oh, you want me? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, oh. So I did. I don't know. I wasn't uncomfortable. If I was, I wouldn't have done it, but it was just weird to me. I'm kind of laughing. Now, she covered me up and I was covered with a towel, but it was just bizarre how it all worked out. But anyway, so the massage though was great. I hadn't had one like this before. Usually we go to a different place and they start with your feet and then go up and do your head and your back and your arms, and it's really nice too. But this one, she mainly focused on my back, which was awesome. I really needed a nice back massage, and I don't think it was like a deep tissue or anything where it really hurts. I mean, there were times that it kind of hurt when she was doing it, but it hurts more today than it did yesterday. Just like, and it's not really a hurt. I don't know. It's a weird feeling, but anyway, it was nice. So we get finished with that, and it's about 2, so I have to leave in about an hour. And Dennis is like, let's get some pho and take it home, which is the Vietnamese soup. It's like chicken broth. So I order, while he's driving, he wants fried rice, and so I order that, and then I order myself a child-size chicken pho with no noodles. And I asked Alex if he wanted anything. He did not. So we went to the pho place and we got it, and the pho is like burning hot. So we go home, and I leave it downstairs, and I go upstairs and get ready for the performance and to go visit Katie. And you know, my hair's kind of crazy from the massage and all of that, so I like get ready. And then I come downstairs and I pour the pho into my new mug that my son had gotten me, and because it was boiling hot still, and I thought, well, I'll just drink it on the way. Now it does come with chicken, but I didn't add any of the chicken because I knew I was going to be drinking it, so I just had it in my little cup. And I told Alex that he could have the chicken that was there. I told him if he wanted to add some barbecue or something to it, it would probably be good. And he was like, okay, great, thanks, you know. So I am on my way to Taylor, and I drink the broth. Now, it's chicken broth, so it's not like I don't have a huge restriction for it or anything. I can finish usually the chicken broth. And I was drinking it in about, I don't know, a half hour or so. It takes about an hour to get to Taylor, and I was almost there when I got finished. But about halfway there, I started feeling puny, and my stomach was kind of feeling crummy. And I was like, what in the world is going on? Why am I feeling this way? And so I couldn't even finish the pho. I just dumped it out, and then I get to Katie's and to the university, and she says that she is still in practice and it will be about a half an hour. And I said no problem, because I was grateful actually, because my stomach was hurting so bad. I thought I just need to lie down and let this pass. So I like lay my chair back, and I'm just waiting on her and closing my eyes and just breathing and trying to feel better. And I didn't want her to know I didn't feel well, you know. So then she comes out and she's all excited and she's happy, and so I'm happy, and all the while I'm still feeling crummy. But I tried to fake it, and then I have water, and I took a drink of water. And the last time I got sick, water is what, like, the water triggered it. I don't know why or how. I think it was just adding something to my stomach made it worse. So I had a little drink of water, and then all of a sudden I started to, you know, get the wet mouth where you feel like you're going to vomit, and I was just, oh. And I told Katie, I'm like, I don't feel very well, honey. And she's like, oh, Mama, I'm sorry. And I'm like, it's okay, it will pass. I just am not feeling well. And we were headed to a Mexican restaurant because I had told her that I would take her to dinner or lunch, whichever it is, because it's kind of a weird time. And so we go, and I ordered I started to feel a little better. I'm like telling myself, you're feeling fine, you're feeling fine. So I ordered just the bean dip, and I told them that, you know, I said I'm not really hungry, I ate already, but I'll just have a bean dip. And she was super nice, the waitress, and she was like, all right. So she, you know, brings Katie her vegetarian quesadilla, which looks phenomenal, and then she brings me the bean dip, and I can't even eat it. I don't even pretend to eat it. I'm like, Katie, I cannot eat this. So I told her I needed to go to the restroom, and unfortunately I had to leave her there while I went to the restroom. And then I came back, and I was hoping I would feel better, because I did go to the restroom, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe that's it. So I'm like, and we're sitting there, and the longer I sit there, the punier I feel, and I'm like, hey, I just feel like crap. I can't do this. I got to lay down. And she's like, okay, mama. And so Katie asked for the check. She was so sweet. She asked for the check and a box. So the waitress brings out the check in the box, and then also this dessert that's like a tortilla with like a fried tortilla with cinnamon sugar and whipped cream and cherry on top. It looks really sweet. And she said Happy Mother's Day, and it was just so sweet. But of course I couldn't eat it. So Katie had asked for the box for her quesadilla and for the bean dip, so she had put it all in there. And then when she had some chips that she took, and then underneath the chips was a little piece of like wax paper or whatever, parchment paper. She takes that and puts it on top, and then puts the dessert on top. So that was cool. She got it all. And I left the waitress a big tip, and we leave, and I asked Katie to drive because I couldn't do it. And then so we get, I don't know, maybe a minute down the road, and I get sick. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And she's like, Mama, I'm so sorry. And then she said that I would need gas on the way home. So did I want her to just stop and get some, because there were some gas stations where we were, but there aren't a lot closer to her. And I said, sure. So she stopped, and I felt a little better having gotten sick. And then she was like, do you still want to lay down? And I was like, yeah, I really do. So I went to her dorm and laid down, and now she's supposed to be at rehearsal about now. And she emailed them or texted them and told them that her mom was sick and that she wasn't going to be able to go. And I felt so bad, because I really wanted to see this performance, and I know that she was excited about it, and it's gospel choir, and it's something that she's been working hard on. And I hadn't been able to see a performance other than what her boyfriend had taped for her, or for me. So I was so excited to see it, and I just was not feeling it. Ended up, I'm almost at work, so I should shorten this. Ended up that I ended up calling the doctor. He was no help, really. Said, take something over the counter. So I actually had some Pepto-Bismol in my purse from when my gallbladder was all crazy. So I got that, and I was taking that, and as I was chewing it, I got sick again. So I was sick the second time, but then after that, and it was about maybe 8 o'clock now, 7:30, 8 o'clock. I ended up feeling better, thank goodness. After that, I did lay there for a while. I didn't leave until 9 o'clock, but yeah, it was crazy, and I felt so much better after having gotten sick the second time. And today I woke up and I feel fine. So I don't know if it was the food, I'm not sure what it was, but something did not go well. And unfortunately, I missed Katie's performance, and she missed her performance, but she's so sweet. She's just an angel. And yeah, so that was my day yesterday. Crazy Mother's Day. But thank you guys for all of the Happy Mother's Day messages and all of the happy thoughts. And I wish all of you guys, I hope that you guys had a very happy Mother's Day too. And I hope that you guys have a very happy week. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.